I was in a panic. I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I was scared.
This is Alexis Avila, and she's being charged with child abuse for leaving her baby in the dumpster. Alexis Avila said that the day that she suspected that she may have been pregnant, she went to the clinic and they did a urine sample. Before going to the clinic, she took not one but 2 pregnancy tests. One test read positive while the other one read negative. But she just decided to believe the negative. On the day Alexis gave birth, she decided not to attend school. Alexis said she was up all night not feeling good until she finally decided to go to the bathroom. This is where she gave birth and wrapped the baby in 2 plastic bags and just drove around to find where to. On January 7, 2022, Alexis Avilas drove to a rig outfitters in Hobbs and just dumped the baby in the dumpster. The infant boy was in that dumpster naked, alive, cold, for 6 whole hours. And just watching her here on security video toss the baby in the dumpster like it's nothing. She didn't place him down or anything. And speaking of, something that the investigator picked up on, I guess, while interrogating her was how she kept referring to the baby as it. And in the entire interrogation, it just seemed like she did not acknowledge the baby's life as an existing life. During the interrogation, Alexis is seen smiling at some point. And she really says, if the baby's okay, I want to keep it. This was how the baby was actually found. It was 3 complete strangers that found the baby while dumpster diving. The cops get to the baby and now they're just trying to figure out who would do something like this.
Overnight, that's for sure.
Luckily, surveillance caught the license plate on the car, which led to her parents' home. The judge placed Alexis under house arrest. That really is the lightest form of punishment that you could give somebody, especially after doing something like this. Her defense attorney argued that there is insufficient evidence to warrant a felony charge as the baby did not sustain serious bodily injury. I know this proves that I can't be a defense attorney. The child was not at that particular moment healthy, argued the defense attorney. But how could you honestly? But anyway, in order for this to be a first-degree felony, there has to actually be great bodily harm. The court disagreed and deemed the evidence sufficient to warrant a jury trial on the 2 charges. Alexis can be tried on both charges. The court would vacate the lesser charge should she be convictable. Now fast forward to this woman asking the judge to allow her to see the baby. Her attorneys filed a motion asking for more than just visitation. During the hearing, the judge declared there was enough evidence to go to trial for child abuse.
He had a little bruise right here on the top of his head. He wasn't moving around very much.
The baby is currently in the custody of the father and the grandparents. The messed up part is that the father didn't even know that Alexis was pregnant. The baby father was 16, and that does kind of explain why Alexis was scared and skeptical to tell her parents and anyone else. But that does not justify throwing a baby in a dumpster. Alexis told the father that she miscarried the baby and was no longer pregnant. Oscar Astorga, the grandfather of the baby, made more of the detailed comments, saying things like, of course we're trying to get custody, he is my grandson. But it's hard for them because even they're receiving death threats. The couple isn't and hasn't been together for a while. This 911 call explains exactly why they broke up.
Communication Authority, this is Paul speaking.
Hi, this is Alexis Avila. I'm calling for Assault
Communication Authority, this is Erica.
Hi, Erica. This is Martha, and I need a police officer at 8 on the... Well, my daughter was at a team event, and apparently her boyfriend hit her, punched her in the face, and her cousin and the boyfriend or friend or whatever got into a fight. And if he did punch her, then I want to press charges.
Hey, stop it! Hey! Who's yelling, ma'am?
You
me, ma'am. What's going on?
They're fighting.
Who's fighting?
I didn't out here protecting.
Ma'am, who's saying get off of me?
Her brother is trying to control her, but she's just acting crazy. Okay.
It tells me that he wants to fight me, so then I go to pull up to Bakira. Then he pulled up, I beat and then he left. He got the dislocated finger.
They actually broke up months before the whole incident. When the doctor assessed the baby, they found that his body temperature was so low that it did not register. The baby was in a stable condition at the hospital. Now that the baby was taken care of and nursed back to health, the truth started to come out. Nothing about the story that Alexis had put together had made sense anymore. Her own friends at school even said that she was open about her pregnancy. She never even expressed that it was a bad thing that she was pregnant. Alexis was arraigned in a Lee County courtroom where she pleaded not guilty to the charges of attempted first-degree murder. The judge placed Alexis under house arrest until her trial. The judge assured the courtroom that the house arrest conditions will protect the community without her being in jail. What's even more upsetting is that the baby was there for 6 whole hours, so within those 6 hours, people were just throwing trash on top of that baby, not knowing that it was there. A crowd gathered at the Lee County Courthouse as Alexis was expected to have her arraignment and detention hearing. These people were outraged as the child abuser was soon after released after
and I said,
posting
please
bond
do
for
not tell me it was a baby.
$10,000.
And she grabbed my shoulder. And
I
said,
think
yes.
this is the worst thing you could have ever done. You could have at least left a baby on somebody's doorstep or something.